Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day. Don't forget, grab your smartphone and download the Lava Matra app and stay in touch. Guru Maharaj's message is your advantage. The following is a Sri Krishna Caitanya Śikṣāmṛta class given by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj on August 8th, 2024 in Sri Māyāpur, India.
Pangon Langai Tegirim Sri Gurum Dhinatharinam Sri Chaitanyam Ishwaram Hari Om Tat Sat.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees.
Hare Krishna, dear Lord. I like that every day.
Thank you so much. So today we'll be continuing from Sri Caitanya Śikṣāmṛta of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So, which one? Okay. This sadhana bhakti is of two types, Vaidhi sadhana bhakti and Raganuga sadhana bhakti. The Lord has said, Eto sadhana bhakti duita prakar, Eko Vaidhi bhakti Raganuga bhakti ar, Rakhin jana bhaje shastre agyay, Vaidhi bhakti boli tare sarva shastre gay. There are two processes of practical devotional service. One is regulative devotional service and the other is spontaneous devotional service. Those who have not attained the platform of spontaneous attachment in devotional service render devotional service under the guidance of a bona fide spiritual master according to the regulative principles mentioned in the revealed scriptures. According to the revealed scripture, this kind of devotional service is called Vaidhi Bhakti. This is a quotation from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela, chapter 22, verse number 109 and 110 from Sanatan Siksha. I just read a quote from Chaitanya Charitamrita, which Bhaktivinoda Thakur is quoting. You can go further. Would you like to comment anything about this verse?
So, I remember how two parents came to the temple in Montreal.
So I remember how two parents came to the temple in Montreal.
They told their son that they're talking straight to him and getting near the door.
So they were talking sweet to him near the door.
And then suddenly they got very aggressive.
And then suddenly they became very aggressive.
And they pulled their son by the feet.
And they pulled their son by the feet.
And he was holding on the doorway.
And he was holding on the doorway.
On the doorknob.
On the doorknob.
So his feet were pulled by his parents.
And Prabhupada saw his feet was pulled by his parents.
And he was holding the doorway.
And he
holding the door
knob.
Out.
And he was holding the doorknob.
Prabhupada said he's very attached.
And Prabhupada said he's very attached
to devotional service.
To do devotional service.
So I visited in Bangalore hospital.
So I visited in Bangalore a hospital.
And two nurses, Christian nurses.
And two Christian nurses.
And then so I said that in the Bible, they tell a lot about Jesus.
So I met two Christian nurses and I told them in the Bible they tell a lot about Jesus.
What Jesus said in his 10 commandments, that the first commandment is to love God.
So, he has said in his 10 commandments, the first commandment is to love God.
But he gave in the Bible very little information about God the Father.
But in the Bible, there is very little information about God, about the Father.
And so I told him that I had we in the Krishna consciousness have the opportunity to know a lot about the Supreme Personality of God.
So I told them, in Krishna consciousness, we have lots of opportunity to know about the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
And they were amazed.
And they were amazed.
They were thinking about it. And they knew a lot about Jesus, but practically nothing about Supreme Personality of God.
So when they think about it, they know a lot about Jesus, but they know practically nothing about God, Father. Supreme Personality of Godhead.
On this, originally we practiced Vaidhi Bhakti.
So in this, gradually we practice Vaidhi Bhakti.
After a while, we become very spontaneous.
Then, after a while, we become very spontaneous.
So we switch from Raganuga, from Vaidhi Bhakti to Raganuga.
So we switch from Vaidhi Bhakti to Raganuga Bhakti.
And the devotees, we don't dislike any of the religions.
So we devotees, we don't dislike any of the religions.
But the point is that in Krishna consciousness, we know a lot about the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
But the point is that in Krishna consciousness, we know a lot about the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
I mean, even a lot, it's just a small amount.
I mean, even a lot is just a small amount.
Krishna is so great.
Krishna is so great.
So, by the mercy of Prabhupada, we start out with Vaidhi Bhakti, and then become very attached to Krishna, and then into Raganuga Bhakti.
By the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, we can start up with Vaidhi Bhakti, then we'll become attached to Krishna, and then we enter into Raganuga Bhakti.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. When the conditioned living entity has great affection for the objects other than Krishna, it seems as if the living entity does not have attachment for Krishna. Then, the living entity desiring auspiciousness only performs Krishna bhajan according to the instructions of the scriptures. This bhajan is Vaidha bhajan. His primary auspiciousness arises in considering the precepts of the scriptures as rules and performs activity observing all the prohibitions and rules. Faith in the words of the scripture is the motivation behind this. That faith is at first soft, komal, and then firm, madhyama, and ultimately becoming deep, uttama, results in perfection. When becoming deep, this faith through bhajan in the association of sadhu acquires the stage of nishta, ruchi, asakti, and bhava. Then vidhi also takes a wonderful form. then the sadhaka can understand that Krishna alone is always to be remembered and that he should never be forgotten. That rules and prohibitions are servants of these two main rules and prohibition.
So how we should never forget Krishna,
How we should never forget Krishna,
and how we should always remember Krishna.
and how we should always remember Krishna.
These are the two rules.
These are the two rules.
So we are remembering Krishna,
So we are remembering Krishna
following the regular principles,
and following the regulative principles.
but like this. Krishna is not so attractive by
Rules and regulations.
by these bhakti.
But we should remember Krishna is not so attracted by this Vaidhi Bhakti.
When devotees become spontaneous lovers of Krishna,
When the devotees become spontaneous lovers of Krishna,
this is like the bhakti and the land of Vrindavan.
this is like the Bhakti in the land of Vrindavan.
This is very attractive to Krishna.
This is very attractive to Lord Krishna. Wow.
So as we advance in Krishna consciousness, we like to always think of Krishna.
So as we advance in Krishna consciousness, we always like to think of Krishna. Shall I continue reading? As quoted, as mentioned in the Shastra, Padma Purana, Smartavya satatam Vishnur Vismartavyo na jatu chit Sarve vidhi nishedaha Syur etayor eva kinkaraha. Krishna should always be remembered and never forgotten at any time. All the rules and prohibitions mentioned in the Shastras should be the servants of these two principles.
So here we're in Navadvip.
So here we are in Navadvip.
This dham
This Dham
is also the special dham of Radharani.
is also the special Dham of Radharani.
Krishna and Radha recombined, and Krishna came as Lord Chaitanya.
Krishna and Radharani combined and they came as Lord Chaitanya.
So he wanted to come as a devotee.
So he wanted to become as a devotee.
And experience what the devotee feels for him.
To experience what the devotee feels for him.
At the same time, he wanted all of us, to experience the love of Krishna.
At the same time, he wants all of us, all of you, to experience love of Krishna.
Lord Krishna, he experienced extreme bliss.
Because Lord Krishna, he experienced the supreme bliss.
Normally, people worship Krishna because he's the supreme person
Normally people worship Krishna because he's the Supreme Person.
But loving him because his opulence,
They're worshipping him because of his opulence, his power, his beauty, etc.
So this is all right
This is all right.
for Vaikuntha,
This is all right for Vaikuntha.
but in the Loka,
In Goloka, he
likes the devotees who relate with him as masters, friend, parent, conjugal.
So in Goloka, he likes the devotees who relates with him. In Goloka, he likes the devotees to relate with him as masters, as friends, as parents, and as conjugal lovers.
So he doesn't that really gives him happiness.
That really gives him happiness.
And he tries to reciprocate with each devotee.
And he tries to reciprocate with each devotee.
So he appreciates. They don't love him because he's the Supreme Person. That's a side thing.
So they don't love him because he's the Supreme Person. That's the side thing.
They love him because of who he is, all he is.
They love him because of who he is, because of how he is.
So, like this, people in this Kali at this time, we can get the love of Krishna.
So like these people in the Kali Yuga at this time, they can get love of Krishna.
By the mercy of Lord Caitanya.
By the mercy of Lord Caitanya.
Haribol.
Haribol.
Thank you for watching our videos. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day, and don't forget to like and share our channel.